My name's Nerissa. I am a mum of 2 kids. I was born in Adelaide, grew up in Brisbane and moved to Melbourne when I was 20. And I'm a really good writer. It was always a challenge finding clothes that I would like, that would fit. I never felt confident about my body. I never felt confident in myself. I was often worried about what other people would think of me. I was judging myself, and so therefore I would judge other people. And yeah, I was very, very insecure. I've been training with Mel for a number of years, so before Amani Fitness was even born. So I was with Mel, and when I first found her, I was obviously wanting to do the usual, like, you know, get fit, lose weight, look good, fit into clothes that I want to wear. And so, yeah, I trained with her for a number of years, and then things progressed into Amani Fitness, and so I've stayed about, and because you know, Amani is different to anything else that I've tried. I've tried so many other things, and Amani is what's actually getting me some results. It's kind of like having free counselling. So when we have our consults, you know, we'll talk about what our habits are and where we're at in our mind, and what we're struggling with, and really digging deep into why we're thinking a certain way, what is holding us back, what is the next step we need to do. So there's no more guesswork. So I get given, and everybody will be given certain things to do, and it's all individualised according to where you're at, according to what your goals are, according to your habits, or your background, or whatever it is. So I'm certainly feeling more confident. I've discovered who I am, and I've learned that I'm a pretty cool person. I never really liked myself before, so I've learned who I am, and I've learned to love myself. I'm feeling less panicked about getting results, because I know that if I do what I need to do, then the results will come. So I'm a lot calmer. There's a lot less noise in my head about what I should be doing or shouldn't be doing, because I just follow what the prescribed program is for me. I am feeling stronger. I've got more muscle. My body has changed. I go to sleep like within 2 minutes, and I sleep soundly all night. I can get up at 4 every day, have plenty of energy. I'm very productive. My business is more successful because I'm feeling more confident about who I am and what my worth is. So that's translated into my business. And my business growth this year has been amazing. So I don't think that's coincidental. It's only really been this year that I've committed 100% wholeheartedly with transformation. I have been exposed to transformation before, but I wasn't in a place where I was ready to do what it took. So I would pick and choose what I wanted to do. I wasn't accountable. I wouldn't blackmail myself. I wasn't willing to identify my habits that were holding me back. I didn't even know that I had habits holding me back. So it's been a very long journey for me to get to where I am. But in the last 10 months, I've had more progress and more growth than I had in the 4 years previous. For me, I've always been a dieter. So there was always, what's the next fad? So it might have been Weight Watchers, or it might have been counting calories, or calories in, calories out. It might have been shakes, or it might have been whatever was going on, diets from magazines. And so I grew up with a lot of noise and a lot of information that conflicted one another. And so for a long time, I thought that I could piece together certain parts of it and make it into something that would work. It got to a point where none of that was working, because either my metabolism was in such a bad way from dieting all the time, and because my mind and my habits were not going to support any progress, I suppose. So whatever progress I made would not be sustainable because I hadn't changed my actual habits and belief and mindset. Well, all the stuff before was about very much dieting and starving yourself or over-exercising, and the focus was always on food and exercise. With Amani, we do exercise and we do eat, but we eat lots of food. Like we don't deprive ourselves. We eat lots and lots of healthy foods that's going to support our body and what our body needs to either repair itself so it will function better, so it will look better, and so we will feel better. Amani also addresses your habits. And so that's probably for me the key thing that has worked, is that this year I have finally been able to address the habits that were holding me back. For a long time I didn't even realise some of them were habits or wasn't ready to acknowledge them, but the focus is on changing mindset. So until you change your mindset, and that's something that I've learnt this year, that until I change my mindset and how I see myself and what I believe about myself, I can diet and exercise till the cows come home and I still won't have the results that I want. The transformation actually comes from the inside out, rather than focusing on physical, wow, you're so ripped in 6 weeks. Like, it's not sustainable. It's got to be sustainable. It's a lifestyle change. They will change their life. It will change in ways that you don't expect. You'll go on a journey that is probably different to what you would expect also, but it's so much richer than you would imagine. You'll learn so much about yourself, and the journey that may seem overwhelming and scary at first becomes exciting. It becomes something that you want to get up and do every single day, because you're learning more about yourself and you're moving towards the goals. I'm also a better role model for my kids. They often say they're really proud of me, and they watch what I do, and their behaviours are changing as well at home in terms of what they eat, how they see exercise, how they see food, and how they look at themselves. So all of those lessons that I'm learning, I'm able to pass on to my kids as well. So, and I know that I've inspired a few other people who have been watching my journey to, admit that it's okay to be in a place where you don't want to be, but it's not okay to sit there and be stuck. So, I guess that's what I would encourage people in, is that if you are feeling like you are stuck and you're not happy with where your life is and where it's going, then you need to change something, and it's okay, because everybody wants to change something about your life, and it's those people who have the courage to actually admit that are the ones who'll be able to do that.